Good morning, party people.
Welcome to The Breakdown with Nath and Johnny. Hope you're well. Hope you're having fun. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you very much. Hey, I want to do it again. I did mention it on another video, I think. Let's do the challenge. If you've pressed play on this video, give it a like. Let's see if we can get the same amount of likes as we have views. We know we can count on you if you're here right now. More importantly, we're going to check out COLDRAIN, who we love.
I would have liked this intro if you'd have come in like chasing shadows. I think
Still occasionally try to do it.
what?
You know when your shadow's on the ground and you like try and like get away from it and stuff? Yeah.
You did that Peter Pan scene where
Oh,
the
yeah.
shadows. They did it in Hook as well. I feel like that
I
was
think
in
they've
Hook.
done it in every Peter Pan movie.
Maybe that's just like a classic Peter
Yeah.
Pan thing.
Yeah.
I haven't read that book. I should do that. Anyway, COLDRAIN, you know who they are because if you're watching this video, you're a party person or you're a fan of the band. And that means you're a cool person. Much cooler than us.
This band is so sick. I refer to them as the metalcore hoobastank because they have all the cool riffs and breakdowns and all that sort of stuff, but they've got a very similar massive alternative pop vibe akin to bands like Hoobastank. So gonna jump into this one. Bands, reach out if you want to get your music checked out. Everyone else, follow us on the socials, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and thank you again for hanging out with us.
Yeah, we think you're awesome.
This song is gonna rule. I just know it is.
Ooh, scratchies. He is cussing the shit out of this song.
I love how they've got the Japanese subtitles at the side. That's freaking cool. Like, that is such a Hoobastank vocal melody. So badly.
Yeah, so goodly.
Yeah, so good.
Drumming is going off on this. It sounds epic. The production's not huge on it, so it's not like at the forefront of it, but you can just see he's put in the work.
I want to talk about their production after because
Okay.
it's one of my favourite things about them.
We'll talk about that.
Let's do that. I also mentioned that I like how they've got the Japanese subtitles at the side because I always found it interesting that a Japanese band that sang all in English, if that would alienate the Eastern fans, like the Japanese fans, a little bit if they didn't necessarily understand or whether they don't care because they're just like banging tunes.
And they're just lovely.
Yeah.
Can we see eye to eye? Not eye for eye. It's do or die, so open the door. Chasing shadows in the dark.
Very Linkin Park coded.
Yeah.
When our dreams align, we'll see beyond the night. Chasing shadows in the dark. They called it law and burned it all in fear of
Go.
what we find.
Those little open hi-hat stabs are good.
I like that it stopped as soon as you did that. I really like that effect with the low fog across and them like silhouetted coming out of it. It's so striking.
Can we see eye to eye? Not eye for eye. It's do or die, so open the door. Chasing shadows in the dark. Step by step, a tiny spark. When our dreams align, we'll see beyond the night. Chasing shadows in the dark. The fire we built with lies keeps burning, unbound by time. Their highlights
Fuck yeah.
and cruel minds may bring the rain, but they'll never seal our flames.
That looks fucking cool.
Chasing shadows in the dark. Chasing shadows in the dark. Step by step, a tiny spark. Heart and bone, we'll dominate the earth. Chasing shadows in the dark.
Sick. God, Masato's got a great voice. Like, just such a great voice. God damn. Man, that's one of those bands that if they didn't write such great freaking songs, they could still just totally rest on the laurels of their amazing vocalists.
Yeah,
But you
of course.
just, like, even their boring songs would just be so engaging and captivating because he's got such a nice voice. That's great. Good shout with the Linkin Park thing, too. I think it was very reminiscent of some of Linkin Park's more upbeat stuff.
That synthy driving.
Yeah, the drum beat.
Yeah. The film clip was really interesting. We just did, the last track we did was AFI, which is very like dark and grey, and that had a different effect altogether. That real low exposure, high contrast, very captivating, and made you really focus in on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Chasing Shadows is the name of it. So
Yeah, it suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Like, a great way of doing a playthrough video, but having it still be very, very captivating. It's probably, you know, in terms of expenses, far less expensive than a big grandiose Ice Nine Kills or Falling in Reverse style clip. But yeah, that was great. Good song too. Really catchy. They just write really good songs, really good choruses. Their transitions between when they go into interludes or mid-sections that aren't necessarily breakdowns, but they're a little bit heavier, they have a really good transition into those things where it never sounds disjointed, because I find it's never anything that like is enough to turn you off a song. Well, not often. I feel like sometimes when a band is writing sort of their more catchy stuff, there's a real noticeable down, down, dun, 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 like a pause
they
or a
don't do
vocal
breakdowns
call-out.
though. They have heavy moments. They're not breakdowns as such.
They
I mean, there are
they
definitely
do,
breakdowns
and
in
they have
there.
those moments. My point being, when a heavier band does the more melodic stuff, catchy stuff like this,
Yeah.
their transition into the slower moment, the midsection, the heavier moment is far more noticeable.
Okay.
These guys do it really, really seamlessly. Like, it kind of just goes in there. There's no real stop, and it's like, here's where we're going to change the vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was sick. Guitar work was great. Drums are great.
Yeah, as I said, I thought it was quite a good production on the drum because it was quite frantic and quite intense, but it didn't overbear. It didn't take away from anything else. It was just something there. And I don't know if I hadn't have seen it at the start whether I would have fixated on it as much because the production wasn't as big.
Yeah.
But yeah. As you said, we haven't heard a bad song from them. They're incredible.
Now I wanted to talk about the production.
Yes, you did.
I love that they are one of these modern metalcore bands that could 100% lean into that modern metalcore production, and it would serve them well. It would suit. But I love how they keep it kind of, for use of a better, lack of a better term, a bit more of a classic traditional style mix. You know what I mean? Production. They don't. It's not overly accenting the heavy moments or the down-tuned moments or the low end.
No, 100%. It's not. It doesn't sound like super down-tuned and chuggy. It has a very like crispness to it.
Do you think that might be why they're potentially not as talked about in the metalcore community?
I think because they're Japanese.
No, but like listen to bands like Crystal Lake and Gnosis are getting that, and Pale Dust, they are getting that recognition.
We're across them. I don't think they're as big. I think this band is bigger than all those bands.
I was surprised how many views our Pale Dust one got. They're blowing the fuck up.
Our channel and our party people, like COLDRAIN, know Pale Dusk.
Yeah.
And I think people that come for reactions know that sort of stuff and enjoy that. I think overall this band would have a bigger fan base. Go on Spotify. How many monthly listens do they have?
Let's have a look at that.
I'd be curious. I I do think it's just the fact that they're an Eastern band, not a Western band. If that band was coming straight out of America and they're playing consistent American tours, I think they'd be much bigger. It's just where they're located. 500,000 monthly listeners.
500,000
So go to Pale Dusk.
Pale Dusk.
It's really interesting watching him type on a phone. I've said it before, but old
Pale
man
Dusk.
figuring it out.
192.
Yeah.
So it's
And then go to
not
Gnosis.
bad. Oh, Gnosis would be far less.
Yeah, but
for
that's
sure.
kind of my point, is the fact that, like, I don't... Because we're in this scene...
108. So they got like half as many as...
We hear the names and we're watching this, but I think on a general scale, this band would be a lot bigger. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're going to run out of recording space here, so we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye!